These sunglasses, this watch, and so many other things are going to be something that I carry every single day this summer. Look, summer is pretty much right around the corner, and if you want to make sure that you're prepared for everything and look your best, here's everything that you need. All right, let's go back to those sunglasses because there's something about a classic pair of sunglasses that just make you look so much better. And having the right sunglasses really just makes me feel like that guy. This can help you look sharp, put together. Here are my favorite ones. My favorite brand is definitely Ray-Bans. To me, these just hold up so nicely, especially because the ones that I already have, I've already had these for a few years. My favorite one being these Ray-Ban Clubmasters. To me, this is such a classic silhouette. It looks good on so many different guys' face shapes, especially with this tortoise color. I think that's how you say it. It's definitely something different from every single guy who's wearing a pair of black sunglasses, so it's a perfect addition to your summer wardrobe. Another great option are going to be gold sunglasses. I also have these in Ray-Bans. I really like these circle ones. This is honestly one that you don't see too often, so it could definitely help you stand out. And of course, it doesn't have to be Ray-Bans. There's so many different brands out there, and if you really want, you can just go on Amazon and find some that look identical to the classic silhouettes of Ray-Ban, especially because there's so many. Again, Clubmasters, but there's also wafers, aviators, which I'm not really that big of a fan of, these circle ones, and just plenty more. All right, the next thing you need is a good summer cologne. To me, this is an absolute non-negotiable because everywhere you go, you should aim to be the best smelling guy in the room. Especially during summer, everybody's outfits are going to be a little bit more bland. You can't really do too much, so to truly help you stand out, you got to smell good. And to me, there's no doubt that summer fragrances are my all-time favorite. To me, summer fragrances take smelling fresh to a whole new level. And generally, everybody likes a good summer fragrance because when it comes to winter fragrances, some people don't like leather, they don't like musky, but absolutely everybody can agree that the more aquatic and slightly floral notes just smell amazing. That's why everybody loves fragrances like Aqua de Gio, Blue de Chanel. These two are great options that I personally am still going to be using a ton this summer. But if you do have any recommendations, especially clones of more niche fragrances, because that's kind of my new thing, is finding clone houses that replicate other fragrances that cost hundreds of dollars. We're doing everything affordable this year, including colognes. That being said, out of my entire collection, Blue de Chanel has definitely gotten me the most compliments. So if you don't know where to start, this is the perfect one. All right, boys, now it's time to start getting lean. You still have time to drop a few pounds before the summer. And the best tip that I can give anybody if you want to get leaner is one, obviously a calorie deficit, but also focusing on your protein goal. And as of lately, my favorite way to go about this is with today's video sponsor, David Protein. This David bar helps me stay in a caloric deficit while hitting my protein goals every single day. And that's because these macros are unreal. 28 grams of protein for 150 calories. Seriously, that is unheard of. And not only are these some of the best macros, but this has to be one of the best tasting protein bars that I've ever tried. These are crafted to not spike your blood sugar levels, no junk ingredients, and that's because David is truly formulated to be the best science-based nutritional protein bar in the market. And because these are just so convenient, I like to eat these whenever I'm on a rush. I don't have time to cook food. I don't have to stress about cooking anything. It's literally the perfect on-the-go protein bar. Now, David was kind enough to let me try a bunch of different flavors, and so far, here are my favorite ones. Chocolate chip cookie dough is definitely on the list. There is a reason why this is a top seller. Peanut butter chocolate chunk is one of their newer flavors, and I gotta say, this one is not only one of my favorite flavors, but it also helps me quench that sweet tooth that I struggle with a lot. Fudge brownie also does the same thing, yet there is still so many different flavors to choose from, and if you want to try them while also perfectly hitting all your nutritional goals, you can check out the first link in the description. If you buy 4 more cartons, you can get a free one, which I highly recommend, so you can try a bunch of different flavors. You could also scan the QR code on screen and try the best protein bar that'll help you hit all your nutritional goals. All right, the next thing you need for summer are good running shoes. Now, yes, this is definitely coming from somebody who actually enjoys running, but just in general, you need a pair of comfortable shoes that look good. For me, these are these shoes from On. Not only do I use these for long runs, which is perfect because for one, everybody needs exercise. For two, whenever I'm running, I like to run without a shirt, which helps me get a tan, which again, is just perfect for the summer. But also in general, summer is the time to be going out, hanging out with friends, and just enjoying the good weather. So whenever you're going out, instead of just wearing normal sneakers, which eventually is gonna just tire out your feet, get a pair of comfortable shoes, ones that are not too heavy, ones that are breathable, ones that are really cushiony to make sure that you not only look good, but you're staying comfortable throughout the entire day. Now, if you are going outside and you're bathing in the sun to make sure that you get tanned, that is not an excuse to not use SPF and completely ruin your skin. So the next thing you need is good SPF, and I recommend having 2, one for the body and then one for the face. Now look, when I was younger and I was just desperate for a tan, I thought sunscreen would hold me back from getting this perfect tan. That is just simply untrue. You could still tan with sunscreen. In fact, it's actually highly recommended, so that way you could still tan without completely ruining your skin. Now, I've used several different brands, but what I could tell you, the number one thing that I do is when I'm going inside a store, I just pull out my phone, I check the app Yucca, I think that's how you pronounce it, just to scan and make sure that the ingredients that I'm putting on my skin is also not going to harm my skin. Also, another thing that's really important is try to stay above 50 SPF, especially for the body, especially more because of the summer. The sun is out, it's going to be beating down. You want to make sure you're very well protected. Now, one thing that everybody forgets to protect is their head. I'm not telling you to wear a helmet. In fact, I'm telling you to get hair products that is also going to prevent sun damage. Blue Mon is known for having this as well, but if you're going out, whether you're running or you're using the pool, get some heat protection for your hair to make sure that your hair is not getting cooked, it's not getting fried, because that is an issue that most guys have in the summer. And that's again because everybody forgets that you need sun protection against your hair as well. Some guys have also had sunburns on their scalp. I thankfully have never had that, but it's definitely a new fear of mine. I heard it sucks. So yeah, this one is definitely non-negotiable. All right, now let's get into one of my favorite parts about the summer wardrobes. For me, there is absolutely nothing more essential than linen. As of recently, I did pick up some new linen pieces. This polo from Quince is definitely my new favorite linen piece. First of all, I love anything in the color navy. And yes, most guys gravitate towards more brighter, vibrant colors in the spring and summer. I personally just prefer how I look in darker colors. Now, yes, darker colors attract more heat, but I notice whenever it's linen, it's not too big of an issue. But if I am going for more vibrant colors, the first thing I start off with is beige. So I recently went to Uniqlo, got a few different pieces in beige and tan, including linen pants, and then a few shirts as well. And just off these pickups alone, I can confidently say that Quince and Uniqlo are easily the best place to get affordable linen. These shirts from Uniqlo retail for $40, and the fact that they are 100% linen, I consider these 100% essential. These pieces from Uniqlo, including these trousers, are all a slim fit. For reference, these are all size small, and I'm 5'8", 170 pounds. This polo from Quince is also a size small, and each brand has a variety of different colors, so I highly recommend checking them out. Another thing that's absolutely essential for your summer wardrobe are swim trunks. Now for this one, all I recommend is vibrant colors. Don't be that boring guy with black swim trunks. That's lame. You want something fun and vibrant. That being said, there is such thing as too fun and vibrant. For these, just simple colors, simple patterns, that is more than enough to have fun with your swim trunks. Next one is something that's definitely underrated. One of the best tips I can give you for the summer is pack lightly. So avoid any bulky wallets. I highly recommend getting a pocket organizer. Now, if you're thinking this doesn't carry enough cards, well, that's essentially the point. You should be packing light, so get an extra wallet where you can only carry a few cards and really only carry the things that you need. If you're just going out for a trip for the day, you obviously don't need a ton of things. So for me personally, I just carry my ID and a few credit cards. That being said, I also have an Apple wallet where I carry about 2 cards. Again, it's pretty much all I need. Now, one thing that I have been looking into is a key organizer. My keys have just felt way too bulky, and there's this brand called Journey that I've been looking at for some time now, so that might be something that I might pick up soon. Now, I've never been the kind of guy to wear hats, but I think this year I'm gonna force myself to try to get into hats more. Now, the one that I've always gravitated towards the most are baseball hats, and as much as I do like these, I kind of want to switch it up to something a little bit more classic, and I'm still experimenting to what that is. So far, the only thing I have in my summer wardrobe is this hat from Tudor, which is a great conversation piece, especially because I own a Tudor. It's one of my favorite watches, but there's definitely plenty that have been catching my eye. So as we get deeper into the summer, I'm going to be picking up a lot more of this. Definitely a ton of things on this list because these are truly the non-negotiables for summer. Another thing that's really important for the summer is hygiene. And if you want to know 20 hygiene essentials that you need to show you exactly that.